Hi guys, welcome to the fourth lesson. In this lesson, we'll be creating an accordion menu using dynamic panels. So, first of all, let's have a look at what we're going for here. So let's go to Chrome, and here in Chrome, we can see my example of a simple accordion menu using dynamic panels. So I can click on the menu item category, and I can click again, and different sub-menu items will appear beneath it. Pretty simple. Okay, let's go back to Axure and have a look at how we did this. Okay, so we've got the finished Axure prototype here, but let's start new. So let's create a new page and we'll call this accordion. Okay, so the first thing that we'll want to do is add the menu and sub-menu items. So let's just drag some bounding boxes onto the canvas like so. Click. Category. Want to make that bold and slightly bigger. 20. Left align that, and let's add a little bit of padding to the left hand side there. 20. Okay, cool. So that's our first menu item. Let's create some sub menu items. So we can just duplicate this, so keep them the right size. Like so. We'll then make these white. We'll add a little stroke to them. Don't need them bold. Let's just take the font size down a bit. Okay. Okay, let's move these up so these are nice and neat. Okay, and let's just change these shoes. Clothing and gear. Okay, so the first thing that we want to do is convert our menu item or our parent menu item into a dynamic panel. So right click, convert to dynamic panel. I want to call this menu drop down. Okay, cool. So let's double click our dynamic panel, and then what we want to do here is duplicate our state. So we can click the duplicate button. That's awesome. And I want to name these states. So this will be closed and this will be open. In the closed state, we'll double click this. And what we want to do is add a plus. So let's just try and find a little label like so. And just add a little plus there. Let's just zoom in so we can control this a little better. Moving out, copy that, save it. Let's go back to our open state. Zoom in again. Just paste that and change it to a minus. Save, back to the canvas. Next, we'll want to group our sub-menu links together and convert them into a dynamic panel. So let's highlight all of our links here, group them, hitting Apple G, right-click, convert to dynamic panel. Let's name these links. Okay, cool. So we've got two dynamic panels. We've got our menu item here, and we've got our links beneath that. We then want to set our links dynamic panel to hidden by default. Again, that yellow opaque color will come up to show us that we've got a dynamic panel on the canvas, but it's hidden. What we then want to do is add an onclick event to our category menu drop-down tab here to show and hide our links when the user clicks on it. So to do that, highlight our dynamic panel here, head over to the properties panel and click on onclick case editor. Okay, cool. So that will launch our case editor. And we want to show and hide other elements on the canvas. So we'll click show and hide. We will show the links here. And we want to set this to toggle. Now, beforehand in the previous lesson, we were simply showing and hiding elements. Toggle will simply do that for us. So Axure is already telling that element when the user clicks on it and clicks again, we're just simply showing and hiding, showing and hiding. So toggle is the easier way to do that. We'll also want to set the panel state of our menu drop-down tab so the minus and the plus appears when it's either open or closed. So to do that, we'll go to set panel state of our menu drop down, and we'll want to select next. Once we've selected next, some more options will appear just beneath that, and one of them is wrap from last to first, and we'll want to highlight that. So what that's doing is just telling Axure to loop those interactions over and over and over and over again. And then we'll click OK. So let's preview this in Chrome. Get rid of these menu items. Okay, cool. So by default, our first state appears, which is closed. Once we click on that, our links will appear, and then when we click on it again, our links will disappear. And there we have a simple example of an accordion menu. In the next lesson, we'll be looking at how to create an image slider in Axure using dynamic panels.